So, I mean, yeah, as we've been hearing, this is really quite an intense film for you from a performance side. How do you sort of initially get into that mindset, and how do you find you pull yourself out of it once filming is done?
I mean, I've got 2 small kids at home, and they couldn't care less if I've had a hard day or if I'm like, caught up in a thing. So that's immediately the great equalizer. But the movie was shot at such a pace that we didn't have time to get. It was just there was such a pace to the actual shooting once we got going, and we were also pushed a few times because of the strike and various things. So when we were all just dying to get in and just really sink our teeth into the material, and Mary had such a singular vision, and it was very just comforting to be in her orbit because she just knew what she wanted. She had this movie in her head for a really long time, and I felt that, and I felt safe to be so unsafe with everything we had to do emotionally. And but the script was always incredible, and extraordinary. But the film really is, I think, really breathtaking. So excited for people to see it.
I'm really excited to see it myself, and I'm glad you had such a rewarding experience. My final other quick question is, I was a huge fan of Leatherhead, and I'm really hoping they pop back up in Mutant Mayhem 2. Do you have any thoughts on possibly coming back for that?
I'm going to call Seth right now. Be like, mate, where's my pops? I was doing the TV show version, so I'm going to call Seth. I'm going to get onto that. I'm going to call him now.
You better have a partner.
I will. I'll be like, bro, where's our favorite character? Where's America's favorite character?
Thank you. I'd love to first hear, I heard you down the line talking about the difference between studio and independent films, and I'd love to hear sort of about, also the difference between working with a writer who is also the director versus writing a director who is not a part of the writing process.
It is different. It's really different, actually. I work a lot with writer-directors, so I feel like that's actually the majority of my indie filmmaking experience, but they just know the script in a whole other way. And it's not to say that directors that don't write their scripts don't know what they do. There's just something in the inner thought process of the character that comes out entirely differently. It's like you kind of get the backstory from them as well versus figuring it out yourself. But it's I don't know, it's just different. They're just intrinsically linked in a different way. Yeah.
Sure, they understand the story that they wanted to tell better. I completely understand that.
Yeah.
And so for my second question, since you just mentioned really only working with Rose on screen, what was it like? You've worked with so many iconic actors. You yourself are an iconic actor, but what was it like really partnering with her on screen, especially given your character really requires a lot from yourself?
She's amazing. She's actually amazing. I read the script and I got anxiety for her because I was like, oh my god, you have a mountain to climb with this one. And she just was so cool and chill about it. I remember my first day on set, she'd just been in the Atlantic Ocean in October, and she was like, yeah, it's fine. I was like, at night, I was like, well, yeah, no, okay. She was just so casual about everything, so chill with it, and just so ready and prepared all the time. And that's kind of an amazing thing to me, just to have that energy, because it calms you down, it gets you in the headspace, and you're able to just release it. And I don't know, just not having the anxiety on set. She keeps a really calm set. It's an amazing thing to come to. And also she's Australian and I'm Australian, and that was exciting to work with another Aussie, and we're both playing Americans in it, which was fun. I was like, this is wild and weird, but it's always exciting. So yeah.
A lot of different wins for you there. I can't wait to see the movie myself and see you in it, so thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Absolutely.